What is going on, guys? Today is March 27th, 2026. I'm going to be going over my trade recap. It is Friday. Took a nice trade today, short on NASDAQ, and I'm going to go over it with you guys. First, let me show you guys my P&L. I got a haircut yesterday. It's low-key a little, oh shit, here we go. A little cooked. But here's my P&L. Did 2.2K this morning. Yeah, so nice little morning. And let me go ahead and go over with you guys what my thought process was and where I took my trade. So there was a couple opportunities, that I was thinking about taking before this one specifically presented itself. Let me move that, sorry. Um, and with today going into the higher time, this is 1 minute before the market open. We're so bearish. Like if you were looking to long this, you're pretty crazy, to be honest with you. I mean, the only symptom or like condition, I'd say okay is if we completely blew through all of this. But again, like the only bullish move I wanted to see was either a sweep our London highs or fill some higher time frame fair value gaps. That's literally it. So I'm gonna show you guys what we have. So we have weekly lows all the way over here. These hold a lot of course, these are pretty much equal lows, weekly equal lows. So I mean, if you guys put that into perspective, that's a really, really good draw on liquidity, and that's probably what price is wanting to push towards. So that was my main target. And now let me go ahead and move forward into this. So again, I'm just so bearish on the day, right? No longs for me. Only wanted to see this. So going to market open, what did we do? We manipulated actually a little bit lower, right? So in this instance, maybe some people were convinced, we're just gonna dump off from here, and I actually had thought we were going to also, but that's not the smart way to trade, and that's almost gambling because, like I said, probably, so I was patient, really, really patient through this whole entire, move up. Sorry, our pretty much manipulation leg down, and then now we're getting this retracement, which is exactly what I want to see. So going into the 5 minute time frame, what am I looking for? I'm looking for gaps. So we finally created this 5 minute gap, and we created this internal high inside of it. So if anything, this is the highest I would want it to go. So now I'm just looking for my confirmation, right? But there's a chance, maybe we want to manipulate some people out before we actually make that move. And I was okay with that. So the only way I'm taking a short here is if we inverse this 1 minute self-presented gap. Beautiful. This would be a great trade. 5 minute retrace, delivering off of the 5 minute. And now we have our weekly lows down below, which originally is what I was wanting to target. But, you know, that is the draw on liquidity you potentially could target. That was my main target, right? But there's something that happened with my trade syncer and my trading view. I think other people struggle with this today. I'll show you guys exactly what happened. I took a video of it because it's cooked. But okay, so if we keep moving forward, what did we get? We didn't get the inverse. We did have a break of structure though. So we broke below our previous high. You could say, internal high or low. Well, internal, of course, it is. Our higher low, we broke below it. Super weak though, so I don't care. Again, that's why I don't really trade break of structure. Depends on the break and what are we realistically delivering off of and so on. But sorry, I drink my coffee. Now let's go and play this out again. So what did we do? We came back into this 5 minute and reswept it. That's awesome. That's actually what I wanted to see. Market manipulate people out just like this, and then start delivering. I like that. That's beautiful. Freaking awesome. So then another reason why this felt like a good short if we were going to inverse this, we were respecting equilibrium, right? But as soon as we didn't inverse this gap and we broke back above equilibrium of this range, I was like, okay, you know what? Like we're probably going to want to, manipulate some people out or sweep our open high or, maybe fill this internal 15-minute drawn liquidity. We have a 15-minute bearish fair value gap and 1 hour bearish fair value gap. I was perfectly fine with that too. If we wanted to fill that, then continue lower, perfectly fine with me. Again, just being patient in this zone. So now we're getting some delivery lower. Now, this is actually where I took my trade. It was on the 30s. So in this range, this is where I took my trade. I really, really like the displacement of this. I did not have my stops here. And, overall, this was just a really, really good trade. Displacement, we're delivering. Came back, swept that internal 5 minute high. We're filling that gap. So we're delivering technically off that internal liquidity sweep inside of that 5 minute. We're also, delivering off of that 5 minute gap, which is a 5 minute retrace. We love those, right? So then now, I'm enter shorts with my stops up above. What am I targeting? Originally, I wanted this, right? Now I'm going to show you guys what happened. This is where I closed. So here, I'll show you guys. Look how cooked this is. I don't know if you guys can see that. I was in my orders and on my trade syncer, it was saying I was in the thing, but it was just loading. So I couldn't see my position. I couldn't see anything. It was just lagging and loading. So I had to manually close it, and I manually closed it around my break even point. To be honest with you, like I was a little like, okay, this is weird. So I didn't have my stop loss, didn't have a take profit. So I was like, dude, oh my gosh. So again, was able to make really good profits on the day, but I had to manually close on my trade syncer. And yeah. So again, you play this out. Beautiful trade. So yeah, that was my trade recap on the day. Pretty simple day, to be honest with you. We're super bearish, finally getting some direction. Obviously we're just dumping off, right? If you were the guy to think, okay, we're gonna long, you're fighting the trend, right? We don't want to fight the trend. Fighting the trend, you don't want to be the hero that is like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna catch this long at the bottom. I'm gonna make, no, like chill out. We have relative equal lows down below, weekly lows. Freaking A, that's probably what we're pushing towards, right? So look for shorts. There's no reason to be longing this at all. No, 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 no. Right? Now, if we were just to completely break through all of this, okay, maybe you can look for, a 5 minute retrace and then a pump higher to catch longs. But again, this whole entire move is just bearish. There's no reason to long this. Just follow the trend. And, beautiful 5 minute retrace, beautiful confirmation and smack today. So that's good. Did $2,236, something like that today. Nice Friday. And yesterday I did take a loss. I had a haircut and then I was out of office. I had a meeting with a buddy. And so I wasn't able to do a trade recap. But I did take a loss yesterday. I think I said that on my Instagram. But yeah, that is my trade recap. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you guys have any questions, text me on Instagram. And then like and comment on this video. Subscribe. And I will catch you guys next week.